Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. It's October the 15th, 2023 for you time travellers. Sadly I come down this morning to the first frost, so I won't be showing you the damage it's done this week, but next week I'll show you that because I've already started to build my video. And yeah, in the video today I'm going to be sorting through my garlic. I'm going to be harvesting some basket of fired chilies. I'm going to be potting on some brassicas, taking on a walk around the plot, and at the end of the video showing you a few of the coins that I bought. Like I said, I've been very busy this week. What we get my car, so I sort my car out. It goes in for its MOT tomorrow, squeaky bum time. So I sort the insurance out. It's trebled. Managed to get it down. Last year was 220 quid. This year they wanted 600 quid. I started laughing at him. I managed to get it down to 360 quid. So, you know, at the end of the day, did a bit of addling with them, and yeah, we reduced it, but still it's 140 quid more than I would have liked to pay. But yeah, I've been dealing with that. Hospital with my shoulder. I've got a rotary cuff injury to my shoulder. That's what the problem is there. So I went to see the specialist, and he says, did you do the exercises that I told you to do last week? I said, yeah, I did the exercises. He says, no exercise. I said, no exercises. How's you now? I said, well, the pain is here in my elbow now and down in my hand. He says, and I can feel it in my shoulder. He says, so what exercise did you do? I said, I did them all. He said he was only supposed to do one. So I says, yeah, I did them all. And I did the ice packs and the hot water bottle on the shoulder. I did all that, and my arm's killing me. I said, well, you're only supposed to have done one of them, so next week just do one, and your arm starts to get a lot better. I says, what we're looking at here for it to recover? I said, anything up to 12 to 14, 24 months. I says, seriously? He says, yeah. I said, it's a pretty nasty tear what you got there. Anyway, so I've been dealing with that. Car goes in for its MOT tomorrow, and then I go in for my MOT on Tuesday. Got our blood works and everything done there. So yeah, it's all catching up with me, and so's the weather, unfortunately. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you me sorting my garlic out. So it was actually sun shining like it is today, but it was sun shining, so I thought, here's the best time to get the garlic checked out and sorted out, ready for going in. So let me show you. Well guys, you join me separating my garlic here. We're taking all the big ones, putting them into here. All the small ones, they're going into the wok. So should have done this at home really, but I thought now we'll come down here and do it on the allotments. These have been sat in the greenhouse at home. These are porcelain white, and as you can see, that's the sort of garlic you want. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm dropping them everywhere here. 10, 11, so that's what we're getting, basically around about 11 or 12 out of each one of these. And yeah, I'm just preparing them at the moment. 4, 5, Yeah, the smaller ones are in the centre, so they're all just going to get chucked into there. And Mrs. was after some of these, and I said, well, you can't have me seed garlic. Although she did pinch a couple before I managed to. The reason why they're there because she was starting to use them. So when I go home, she'll have that lot to play with, thankfully, and she won't be able to get her hands on these ones. But yeah, this is the time of year now I do all this. I'll be going in a few short weeks. You need to put them in this time of year so the frost gets at them. However, last year we didn't get much frost, so it didn't do as well as I thought they would have done. We'll be smelling of garlic when I'm finished. Not a bad thing, is it? What did they say about this stuff? It purifies your blood. As I'm doing this, I'm checking them all to make sure that they're all okay. There's no duffers. There's nothing worse than putting garlic into the ground and you get a duff one, and then a couple of, once they all start to come up, you get one empty space. So do the prep work now, make sure you're putting viable ones in, and you'll have rows of little soldiers perfect at the end of it. I'm just tidying them up. Right, we've got 3 more to do. You stayed with me through half of it anyway, so might as well finish the rest of it off. Yeah, these porcelain white, I grow them every year, and I always use some of the garlic that I've actually grown. So these have been grown on the plot. They've been put to one side. All the best ones always get put to one side. A few make your own, you know, good ones, but majority of them, all the good ones all get put to one side just for this purpose, for next year's garlic. Otherwise we wouldn't have none. Last one. So hopefully we won't get disturbed until I've actually finished this last one. Then we'll count them all and see how many we got. You're not got to add too many. When we go through these in a minute, I'll show you how many we ended up, which was bad. If you've got to store them in a dry place, and it should be fine. Right, so that's a lot of them. Now then, let's have a quick look here, see if I've been too generous Go on. Right, she can have them. These are the duffers that was free. So all I've got to do now, oh good God, is count the garlic. Obviously these ain't going to nowhere to put them. I need another tub, so give me a second. I'll clear these away, and then we'll come back to seeing how many garlic we've got. Right, let's count how many we got. 5, 10, 15, 195, 200, 206. So we've got 206 garlic there. Right. Just doing some adding up in my head. There we go, guys. We've got 206 there. Let me do my timetables now to work out. So that we do 11 in a row. So 18, 11's 198. So 19 will be 209. How many do we say we got there? 206. Well, darling, you're going to be short of 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we've got enough to do 19 rows of 11. That takes it to 209. So we've got 209 of these porcelain white in this tub. I'm going to put them in the greenhouse. The missus is going to get them, and all's going to be well with the world, we hope. Although it's not looking too good at the moment, I've got to say. But we've got 209 there to do 19 rows of 11. Could pick another 11 out of there, I suppose, and do 20. I do know 21 does the full bed. Can't be my favorite. They're not going to go very. They're not going to be very big then, unfortunately. And the missus is mithering for garlic, so we're going to give her these ones anyway. The smaller ones. These are perfectly. You mean you could use these? Don't get me wrong. These are perfectly fine. Not wrong with them, but they're not like them, are they? When you're putting these in the ground, blunt end down, pointy end up, and when you position them in, you want to position them like that. You get the shoot coming from here, so that's how you want to position them in the ground, and you get great results. Anyway, these are going to go into the front greenhouse for the time being because I've got prepared the bed. These will go home for the missus to play with. In fact, I'm going to pinch 2 of the clothes, but I'll give her 2 of these. So I'm going to pinch them and give her them ones and get the bigger ones. So we might end up with 20 rows yet. Make with bated breath on that. So yeah, we got the garlic all sorted out. Ended up with 209, which give me 19 rows of 11 of the garlic. Me mate, them smaller garlic, a friend of mine come over, he said, oh, that's good garlic there, and he thought he was going to get an handful of me good garlic. I went, no. So they're going in my beds then. He said, what are you doing with the other stuff? I said, well, it's going home. He says, give it the missus, she'll chop it up and then go into the cooking. He says, oh, that's a shame. I said, why do you want some? He said, if you're offering. So I gave him an handful, and he went on his merry way, and I took the rest of the garlic home, and I noticed the missus chopping it up, liquidising it, adding a little bit of water, and then freezing it in ice cubes. That's how she uses it. She gets an ice cube out of the freezer, ice cube garlic, chucks it in the wok, it melts, and that's it. So all ready to rock and roll, all done. So that's what she was doing. So it's all gone. But I thought we'd better save the garlic and bring it down here before she got her hands on it. Anyway, I decided to take some of the called basket of fire chilies. So here's a little clip, a couple of clips of me harvesting, and we'll have a look at the chilies at the end of it. Well guys, today we're going to be taking these basket of fire and these chilies. I've just put this glove on there to stop my hands getting covered in chilies, and what we're doing, cutting them off. There's a little chili there, you can see that. It might have been better if I didn't have these bloody orange gloves on with a red chili pepper, but lovely. Anyway, that's what we're doing. I'm just snipping them all off. Can make some serious chili powder with these. Sorry about the banging, that's my mate George. Don't know what the hell he's doing. All I can hear is bang bang bang. Yes, Mark, you turn the plant round to make it easier for you to take the chilies. Yeah, I'll be having a few of these when I make me burgers, hot chili burgers. That's a bit of a duffer. Cover my hand in chilies now. So that's what we've got so far. People say, do you save the chilies? Not really. It's no point. They never get through the winter. But I think that's about it. There may be a few more there. I'm gonna leave the plant in here anyway, because there's a few more of them on here. But however, we have got one more. Stick that there to take all the chilies off. I tell you what, we're going to chance it. I'm taking this glove off and pick a few of these. I will show them you. So these are little Bobby Dazzlers. Burn your gob out. Mate, you've got to be very careful when you're eating these. They're very hot. Like I say, basket of fire. I'm not too sure what they are on the Scoville scale, but they're not exactly mild, I can tell you that. I'll leave that one on. I'm leaving them. I'm just taking the ripened ones. We'll go for that one as well. It's almost right. Well guys, these are my basket of fire chili peppers. We just harvested these. There's a lot more still left, but I picked the right ones, and like I say, these are what they are, and they are very, very hot. I'm not too sure what they are on the Scoville scale, but basket of fire, about 250,000 or something like that, I would imagine. Maybe a bit cooler, but anyway, handle with care and use sparingly. But yep, some very nice little chili peppers there. So yep, some nice hot chilies there. Make great hot burgers. I think they're about 80,000 on the Scoville scale. When I said 250,000, I was getting mixed up with the Scotch bonnets, and that's what we've got in the back greenhouse. I haven't done any harvesting of them yet, but they're still to come. Anyway, moving on from them, I decided then to do some harvesting of, well, actually to do some potting on my brassicas which she had in the front greenhouse. So I've got a couple of clips here. I've done a few more clips, but I'm not going to show them, you know. I'm just going to show you a few of them and show you what we've done, and I'll show you what they look like after we've potted them on and set them up in the front greenhouse. These are, let me quickly show you Savoy cabbage. They're called F1 casters. Well, that's the name of them anyway. I'm just, I say, just splitting a few of these out here. Bit of soil in the bottom. There's the offending object in the hole it goes in the centre. I won't be putting these out until the little bit pot bound. The more roots you can get on them before you put them outside, the better. So, like I say, we've got 8 of them. That one's might slightly different, but it's something to do when it's raining outside. These bends here, if you plant them deep enough, you can correct that bend. And that's what I'm going to try and do now. The plant should grow true if the placed in the sun in the right position. That will continue straight up. That's the intention anyway. So there's a few of these, like I say, a few of them a bit willy wonky, but you can correct them while they're in these pots. That's what we're doing. You do like firming in, so you know that's what I'm doing. Again, same stuff as what we did the pointing cabbage in. This is clover. The good thing about this, it's got a load of fertilizers in it as well. When we put these in, we'll be putting them with lime as well, to make sure the soil is an alkaline soil, because brassicas like an alkaline soil. If you didn't know that, you know it now. Like I say, good firming in. That's what brassicas really appreciate. Last one, and it goes. So don't forget what they are. Put Savoy in there, and like I say, we've got a tray up here, just up here out on the top. What we'll do is I'm just going to do a few more bits and bobs, and then I'll put this tray into sitting on the top of the compost. So what you're looking at here now are the pointed Durham cabbage and the Savoy, the castor. So we've got 8 of each of them, and then just up the top here we've got the 12 kale, and they'll sit there quite well in the sunshine. They get the sunlight. They're quite high in the greenhouse as well, so they should do okay. Still got to sort these leeks out. I'm only going to use a few of these. I'll give the rest away to friends. In here, these will be going out shortly in the next week or two, preferably Halloween. They need at least a month of cold on them before for them to split. If you don't get cold, they don't freeze, then you end up with just a ball. So what you want them to do is to freeze, and they'll do all right. We've got to figure out where we're putting them as well. So yep, a few cabbages there, needed potting on. They were starting to struggle. I don't like to see them struggling, and they should do all right. Hopefully I've corrected them as well. There was a few where they've gone a bit, the stems are a bit twisted, but as where they are now, they'll come up straight, hopefully. Right, jobs are good. Yeah, so we got 3 more varieties of cabbage to go in. I'll wait until they get a little bit pot bound before I actually put them into the beds. So they're going to stay in the greenhouse for a little bit longer than I would like, but again, the ground's frozen, started to freeze now, so unfortunately I've got to choose my day when I put my garlic in. Moving on from the brassicas, also we've got the leeks as well, got to sort out, so it's a lot of messing about, but I'm sure we'll get it all done before it's too late. But what I'm going to do now is take you on a walk around the plot and show you the plot. Well, there, my girls, I will be getting more shortly, and I will be fixing the roof up there. That's exterior ply on there, but this stuff here, it was like ground sheet which I stapled to it to give it more more endurance. However, that seemed to have deteriorated with the sunshine and the rain. It's got hot, it's got cold, and it's cracked, and then the wind's blown it, and that's the result. It looks pretty bad, but once I put the corrugated roof on it, it'll look fine. And I will be leaving the boards on it as well. There's nothing wrong with the boards. There's about 5. If I was to take this cover off here, this wrapping, these panels would last for 5-6 years. So anyway, we're going to be working on them shortly. Onions, someone's been having a bit of a dig down there, but it's not done any damage. The other bed's looking well. My dahlias are still hanging in there. You know when you know when it's time to sort the dahlias out. You'll come on one morning and they'll all be black, all dead. But at the moment they're doing well. In another 2 weeks, that's probably what will happen. The pumpkin will be gone in as well in a couple of weeks. It's almost over the other side of the net now. The celery's doing all right in there. We've had a few of them in that bed. The jasmine needs a bit of an haircut. We'll do that as well. These are just little jobs, aren't they, Buttercup? Eh? Yeah, of course they are. Back greenhouse, we've still got all the jalapenos there. You can probably see them, and they've got Scotch bonnets, and further down there, I forget what them ones are. These are patio sizzlers, and yeah, we just, all of the leaves are falling on the floor. We've got to tidy all this lot up, but these will be coming out shortly. They're ready to go. Oh, you little bugger, give up. So I'll leave her there. My roses are flowering. These dahlias are doing well here, and so are the other decorative dahlias at the back. These, I was going to pull them up, and they've started to flower again. Absolutely crazy. Even the cosmos is growing here. I didn't put a cosmos in. There's my bench, what I've been sitting on. A few flowers behind it. This is going crazily. That's come out a bit. Yeah, this bush is gone mental. This needs a bit of an haircut, as does all the bushes. The leaves are falling off now, so we're getting there with the pruning shears, and we'll tidy these gooseberries, and we'll do a bit of tidying up on the blueberry there. Sedum's starting to go over now, so's that stuff up there. It was full of butterflies that the other day. This is, believe it or not, this is calendula. I took all the calendula out, and then it started to come again, and that's what it is. But you know, we may get some flowers before Christmas. However, in that bed there's about 400 tulips and daffodils. So if they start to die back, like I say, the frost gets them, I just pull them out gently, and then we'll have all the the spring bulbs coming up anyway. I'm thinking of going into this bed here with me ripsaw again, tidying it up. I will eventually get into that shed there and get me paint out and give everything a good lick of paint. As you can see, there's no wind today. It looks like it's going to be a cold night. There's a bit of a cumulus cloud up there, but it's pretty high up that, so I reckon the temperature will drop like a brick tonight. Come through here. Got some more apples there to go up to the food bank. This greenhouse here, we've got strawberries there flowering. I will be bringing buttercups house into here shortly. All these halos will disappear as well. This greenhouse, we've been taking the chilies. I've left a few chilies there. There's a few chilies that haven't ripened yet. These are called basket of fire. We've got lots of veg there to go out. We've got some pointed Durham early cabbage. We've got some Savoy. We've got a few other things as well. We've got a buttercup. Don't you even think about it. She like. Yeah, you can't, can you? Head in the bucket. So yeah, the spring onions are doing okay. Again, all this needs tidying up. These are jobs for the winter. There's Manny. He's doing all right there. He's been there for about 8-9 years, that mannequin. Get your head out of that watering can. Someone's been flying up and down here and caused all this damage in front of my plot. I won't mind, but the cones are up, and they're still, what they do, they remove the cones, come flying down here at speed, and that's the damage they've done. Water butts are full. That needs a bit of a tidy up, getting them last of them flowers out there, summer flowers, the marigolds, because there's a load of spring bulbs in them buckets. Again, they're going to need topping up with some compost. We'll do that shortly. Shed definitely needs a lick of paint. This is Mark's plot. He's done a very good job here. He could come and do my painting for me. A few apples have fallen off this thing here. Still got apples on it. Not many. Got a load of apples here. These are what we're going to be cutting back. Going to go right in. Going to cut them really hard back. These are currants, red currants and white currants, so they're going to get a real battering once the leaves are off them. We'll take the tops off the sedum. It needs a bit of a tidy up in there, but my strawberries are doing well. Look at them strawberries. Very well. Another one of them rosemary bushes. This is another thing what we've got to target. These are more gooseberries. Apples here. Like I say, you can only take so many. The tree's full of them. It goes right back in there. We've had all the bramleys. That's the celeriac. What I'm thinking of doing is putting half the garlic in this side and half the garlic in the back. But what I want to do is put some compost into this bed. These cabbages have started to go over now. I did too many. I've given some away. We've got more Savoy up there coming up. This thing's gone mental. But in 2 weeks' time, this won't be here, nor will that be there. We are going to put some gear into there. I'm thinking might put some leeks and cabbage into there. This is mental. Just here, we got the mini pop sweet corn. It's still hanging in there. The squirrels haven't really done much damage to it, simply because it's not ready. So they buggered off somewhere else, but they will be back to it. And if I'm quick enough, I'll get a few for the wok. These herbs, I'm going to have to move them. Move all this lot. And then once we get all this out of here, we'll put the burning bin and we'll burn all this in the burning bin. There's my pumpkin. That's the one I'm hoping it's going to be. I'm reckoning at the moment it's about £8-9 that. When we weigh it, if it gets to £15-16, I'll be happy. Got a couple more weeks yet, and the way I think this thing's growing, it'll be that size for me. But yeah, these are going to be the new compost bin on this side. It's going to be another compost bin on that side. As people was asking me, why don't you throw your compost into there? Well, the compost bin's full, and I want to take the compost out of it, to be quite honest with you. But that's a job on its own. At least we've got access now to get round the back and get everything what we need. There's Buttercup being very, what's the name, tentative, sat on the path waiting for me. These dahlias look well. Some broccoli there. You deadhead your dahlias, they just keep coming back. That's the beauty of them. However, the first frost will take them all out, and you'll come on and they'll all be black. You know when to take your dahlias. And what I do is just take the frames off the bottom there, and we'll cut them all back, and then we'll cover them up. You knock that money off there, you're in trouble. Around the pond, we've left that because it's still not. Once we get once it freezes, we go in there really hard and tidy it all up. There's a load of spring bulbs around that pond, but you won't be able to see them until I tidy everything up. And the reason why we've left it as it is because of the newts. And the last thing you need to do is start disturbing the newts until they got into hibernation. Same with the frogs. Now the newts are protected species, and there's some smooth newts and some great crested newts what live in that pond, and all around the allotment there's newts everywhere. And how they got to the allotments back in the day when I was about 10, before you had all these eco warriors and what have you, and the environment, save the environment and save the animals. Thinking ahead, I think it was about 10. I got 10 males, 10 females of the smooth newt, 10 males, 10 females of the great crested newt. I got an handful of frogs, male and females, and I brought them to the allotments and put them in the ponds. And over 50 years, the whole place is just full of them. So you've got to be careful when you're walking, or you lift something up, you can see a newt just sat there waiting, looking at you. They're literally everywhere on the allotments now. So this, I basically, what would be considered now being a crime, back in the day it wasn't. And if you think about it, we've got a massive colony of newts on the allotment. So basically I actually saved the newts in Salford. Pretty much get some more chickens as well. And we've got to take this up here. This is the comfrey. We've got to harvest that as well. So basically you've had a good look around the allotments. You've heard the story about the newts. Don't shoot the messenger. You can't really touch me. I was 10 when I did it, or 12 at the time, and it wasn't illegal to move them. So there you go. But yeah, everywhere, all the way around the allotments, everywhere you look in the ponds, of hundreds and hundreds of newts. And the council would have a real problem trying to put houses on this, because, like I say, they're endangered now. They wasn't then. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to close my greenhouses up, and I'll see you back up at the top end of the plot in a bit. What you saw there was before the frost what it is today. That was yesterday I did that video. And like I say, the chicken pen roof, I will get around to doing that shortly. The onions that I put in last week are getting dug up by the squirrels. I keep putting them back in the holes. They keep digging them up. So I'm going to have to do something about that. It doesn't help as well, by the way. I've got the lurgy. Probably my nose is all blocked up again. This time of year is it's hit and miss with the chest infections, but I've got one. So my nose is all bunged up. So I hope you can understand what I'm saying. The calendula. I thought this might have been dead when I come down. But no, the calendula's doing all right at the moment, but the dahlias ain't, which you'll get to see in the next episode, I suppose. The pumpkin, we got a pumpkin about this big at the moment. We just need to get it until the end of next week. It's how many more frosts we're going to have this week. The frosts keep on, the pumpkin will really get knocked back, and that's what you see is what we're going to get. But fingers crossed, it's still hanging in there, although it has been affected by this first frost today. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to do. We will get on with it shortly. At the moment, I think, well, my car goes in for its MOT tomorrow, so I don't know what's going to happen next week. I might just have to concentrate on my car getting it through its MOT, but if I can, I will put a video up next week. There was another little clip that I wanted to show you. It's these half crowns that I bought last week. Have a check these out. This is what I bought last week. I was going to throw them into the video, but the video was too long, so I left them out. But these are some beautiful half crowns that I acquired. Oh, and there's a double florin there as well. Right, guys, these are the coins I've been buying last week. That's a double florin, Victoria. These are half crowns, Victoria. That's Victoria. This one is a William. That one there's a George. Gorgeous George. This one is a William. Yep. No, sorry, George. Getting them mixed up. That's a George. And this one here is a William. So these are the half crowns I actually acquired last week. What I've been doing, I've been looking for, I'm trying to make another one of these date runs. This is an half crown from 1900, so don't pretend that one isn't there, but it's a 1992. I have actually got them back to 1800, but I thought I'd show you because I've been working on another date run from 1900 until they went out of when they stopped making them. So we've got 1900, 1901, 92, 93, 94, 1905. That's a rare one. There's a couple of 1904s I've just noticed there. In fact, the bottom one's better than the top one, but we're not bothered about them. 1906, 1907, 1908, 1909, 1910. So let's just slide these to one side and try to get them out of here. Put them to one side. Sorry about the dodgy camera work here, guys. But then it goes from 1911, well, we got to 1910. It goes to 1919. They're all sterling silver. From there, these are all half silver up to 1946. Then all these ones are all copper nickel. It goes, I've actually got them to 1970, but you've got to get them in the proof sets. Now these are the proof sets. I just got a couple of them to show you. Now I've got all these coins, all these sets, so all these £2 coins, I've got them in these sets. And I've got all the sets. They've took me forever to get hold of them. These are proof sets, by the way. So you can see we've got quite a few coins there. And, you know, it takes some time to collect these. They're not exactly, you can't just get them in your change. But, yep. But these, like I said, these are the proof sets. And these can be up to 150 quid each. So be prepared to spend some money. Right, so that's all these coins I've brought out because I'm looking. Oh, crumbs. I was looking for that coin there, to be quite honest with you. And now we got another full date run of these half crowns. Might start another date run, why not? But yeah, I've got all these, what you see here, I've got 3 lots of each. So yeah, it's what accumulation of collecting over the last 50 years has done. But they do look pretty awesome, don't they? So there you go, guys. Some beautiful coins there. I just hope the car don't cost me a fortune, because I like to spend my money on my coins rather than my car. But we won't know what's going on with the car until tomorrow. So it goes in for its MOT tomorrow. Everything else is sorted. All my different bills, I've just had a right pile of them come this week. I've paid them all. It always seems to come on the month that the car needs its MOT. Perhaps I shouldn't have bought so many coins, but hey, it is what it is. But we wait with bated breath to see what the result of that MOT is tomorrow, and I'll let you know next week whether it passed or not, or whether it cost me a small fortune. I'm sure it's going to cost me a small fortune. I never get away with it. Anyway, Buttercup at the moment, she's off hunting. I wish she wouldn't come back with their wrens, but she did the other day. I could have killed her, little bugger she is. But she's off hunting, and I'm going to get off now and try and get this video finished and edited. Well, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and also leaving your comments and hitting the old like button. Hope to see you all again real soon. So from Allotment Diggers, bye for now, folks.